Michelle, would you like to do the honors?
So usually towards the end of the podcast, we do some rapid fire questions.
This is fun.
So
All right. I'm ready.
So during quarantine, how are you spending your time? Did you learn anything new about yourself? Did you do any new activity? Just being at home, what did you do?
One thing, coming back home, I did like have a lot of expectations for myself, but I probably hit that with like 20% accuracy. I did want to like go to the gym a little bit more, and I felt like I hit that pretty well. In terms of learning new skills, I wanted to learn how to play the guitar for a really long time. I bought a guitar. I wouldn't say I learned it properly, but like like things are a little better. Like I can play some things on the guitar.
Do you have it with you?
It's right here, but I don't think it's properly tuned. I could probably play like a riff or something. But yeah, the guitar. I want to play a little bit more basketball after I came back. Oh, like I don't know, all the developers out there, they're like, oh, I got to get on that lead code grind. Only thing I did, I probably hit that with 1% accuracy. I only made an account. That's the only thing I did. 0 questions, but I made an account.
Hey man, step by step.
I did want to get back into playing video games more, and I felt like I've overdone that. I've hit that with 110% accuracy.
Among Us, all day.
Us, oh god, man. I love playing that game. It's such a great game. It really brings you closer. Because like one of the things is like in high school, like 11th and 12th, I was a part of like this program where like everyone in that program is trying to get it into universities in the United States. So I had a lot of friends that are scattered around the US, but they all just went to different universities. So like when Among Us came out, like I felt like we got much closer because we played that game quite often. Like we had a phase where we played that quite often. Phase is dying, so we'll probably have to find a different game.
What do you do occasionally that keeps you close to the Telugu culture? అంటే సినిమాలు చూస్తావా, కర్రీలు చేస్తావా, తెలుగు మాట్లాడతావా, పూజకి వెళ్తావా, టెంపుల్ అలాంటివి?
Biggest అంటే I think it's definitely like parents తో రోజు మాట్లాడడం, తెలుగులో మాట్లాడడం అలవాటు అయిపోయింది. Because చిన్నప్పుడు I realized my mom would speak to me in Telugu, but I always respond in English, right? But then growing up in India, that completely is like it flipped, full 180. Not that my mom's speaking to me in English and I'm responding in Telugu, but like if my mom ever asks me something in Telugu, I always respond in Telugu. I wouldn't say anything in English because it's just a little weird now. Because that's one thing that also changes. That changed a lot because I would always respond to my mom in English, even at home when I was in America, like when I was a kid. But now, like I'm back home and my mom would ask me something, be like, "Hindi ko chitintawa?" Like, I'm still 5 minutes out. So I'd always like just respond in English now.
Okay. And what keeps you going? Like, what keeps you out of your bed and doing things?
Hobby.
Yeah, Kobe. Mama mentality. You guys can see that. The poster I have right there. Gets me going out of bed. Well, I tell myself I have to wake up in the morning and then hit the gym. And just waking up. Ever since I was a kid, it was a thing. I always woke up early, and it just makes me feel a lot more fresh than just staying in bed. So I'd say just going out to the gym or like doing something active first thing in the morning is something that really helps me get out and be fresh in the morning. Yeah.
Okay. And is there something you really wanted to do but haven't done so yet?
Travel abroad with Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I wanted to go to Greece. I mean, there's a lot of things I want to do. I want to go like skydiving, stuff like that. one thing I really want to do the most that I haven't got a chance to do, I'd probably say skydiving is on my bucket list right now. One thing I really want to do.
We can do that if we meet, because I'm
Yeah, I know. When you telling me about it, you're like, there's
Yeah.
like this place you can take me to.
Yeah, there's quite a few places in California we can go to.
Yeah.
Obviously after COVID and when the stuff stops, we could be. But yeah, dude, I'd love to. I haven't gone skydiving, and I'm sure I'll just drag Sai.
Yeah, the Sai has to come. I'm getting strapped to Sai. We'll jump together.
I just want to have that satisfaction, you know, just to like push someone off the thing if they're scared. Nothing will happen if there's safety, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And last question: is there someone that inspires you?
Well, as I said, like I'm a big Kobe guy. I used to be a huge Kobe guy. And I still am. I just there's a lot of inspirational stuff I can get from. I got from Kobe Bryant, the Mamba mentality, obviously, and it just like to work harder. But like whenever I'm like feeling down, just tell myself like you have to work harder and you have to like be better. Each day is all about like being the best version of yourself. So yeah, back to Kobe Bryant again. Very inspirational guy in his final years.
I don't think there was no explanation needed. Kobe was is enough, right?
Kobe.
Yeah, man, no introduction needed to his name. And what a great note to end on, right? He was always all about owning the game, being the best at it, and that competition mindset. So yeah, Nishit, thank you so much for hopping on.
Thanks for having me on.
Definitely, man. We got, you know, it was always cool to learn other people's journeys, and you going back to India kind of opened our eyes and might help other people who go back to India for further education. I know people are doing that for medical careers,
Right.
and it might be hard for them. Not everyone will have an emotional support, and not everyone is good at making friends. It's just how they are. But I think listening to your podcast might, you know, help give that courage. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for having me on and letting me tell my story.
I think it was an awesome podcast because, like, one, you know, going to a different country itself is like very serious. But you know, you had some good moments. You talked about some funny moments that you had, and I think it's just one of those things where if things happen, you just laugh it off and you know, go to the next day. I think that's a good mentality to have. So I'm sure listeners will feel that as a really positive thing to, you know, to have. But thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on, man. We should play tennis again when I'm back, if I'm ever back in LA, or if you guys come back to NC.
I don't want to lose, man. I'm just gonna sit on the side.
No, I'm not that good.
I think next time I see you, I'll be in more shape, so our games will be better. But yeah, dude, thanks for hopping on, and to all the Telugu Saga listeners, thank you for your support. You know, we have been expanding our Instagram, getting views. So I appreciate everyone who is, you know, subscribing to us. So if you haven't already, kindana subscribe button kindana ganta button nokkani please. So all right, guys. Well, hope you had a great podcast. See you all later.